Or am I? Can speak to the nymph on the sea and Lucy.
Who's your friend, Frank? We love a new face, and his is particularly lovely.
Johnny boy! So how was it with Champagne?
Most enlightening, thank you. And now my friend Mr. Holmes would like to talk to you too.
Well, ain't you something? What can I do for you?
I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
How bad?
It concerns your significant other, Arneson.
Arneson? Now, who said we were lovebirds?
Lucy, we only mean to help. No word of the matter shall spread.
What are you implying?
The letter?
The man in this letter seemed ready to declare his feelings for you. Sounds like he was more than a client.
It's part of the job. Men can say weird things when they think they're in love.
Is the ring? No. Lucy, yeah.
This photo of you and Mr. Arneson suggests the feelings were reciprocated.
Looking interested when with the client is part of the job, Mr. Holmes. I don't even remember the man.
You mean to say you take pictures with everyone?
If they ask nicely. And pay.
Engagement ring.
Arneson definitely paid for a ring in your size inscribed, "My princess, my love, my heart. It is for you." Arneson was going to propose marriage. The facts are clear. You know Mr. Arneson and perhaps even love him back. Regardless, he has been abducted. His life is hanging in the balance. Please, help me save him.
Oh my Errol! What have you gotten yourself into? I didn't want to believe this could happen.
Lucy, Lucy, what do you know? Could it have been the sheriff?
I don't know, John. This town has darkness in it. Errol and me, we had plans, dreams. We wanted to make this place better for all the folk who live here. Errol had grown suspicious of Ashmat, thought he was acting odd. He brought up the Bayou. I told him to leave it all alone. The water's there. They swallow everyone.
You mean the alligators?
No. It's local legend. The Bayou's dangerous. Any visitor that sees Death's messengers, they die.
These messengers, are they abstract or a landmark?
They're white lilies. You see a path with them flowers, you turn around.
All right, Watson. We must find someone to take us to the Bayou.
Lucy, you have our thanks. We will go and look for Arneson.
Fuck, who am I going to? I should not go into far farms into the dangerous bayou. Who am I talking to about the champagne?
Who on earth would harm Errol?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't help you.
Change my clothes now. Is that a bit much? A bit of lighthouse. Didn't know what that was then.
At least the weather is on our side.
Excuse me, just one question.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Someone wants me to speak to someone specific about the champagne.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better. So.
Who the specific people are unless someone else has turned up. Barnaby's no longer here. He's the drunkard. Is he in his shop? Give it a quick check. He's gone. Just looking for interactable characters, so that was one. The one with the dogs, she's another. Let's follow up to a shop that sells it. He's gone inside. She might go inside as well. She's out.
Hello again, and thank you. Your last tip proved extremely useful.
Don't mention it, Cher. Champagne ain't one for trickery. Now, if you need more help...
As it happens, we need to take a short trip through the bayou into the nearby swamp. Of course, you'd receive fair compensation.
It's almost dusk, and only fools go into that swamp at night. Come back tomorrow. Champagne will take you down.
That will not do. We must go now. It is of grave importance.
I won't take you. But if you're crazy enough to go, I'll sell you the boat.
Wouldn't you know it, I came across a bottle of your namesake. Will that be enough for a boat?
It's warm. The bottle's dirty. But we got a deal. I'll even lend you this rifle. If you're going into swamp, you'll need it.
One last favor. The boat that we came on is to leave tomorrow for Europe. Would you kindly relay a message to the crew for us? We may need them to hold their departure till 8 in the morning.
Of course.
At least in Afghanistan, we had nippy nights.
It makes one yearn for rainy London.
This place, Champagne, did not mince words about it.
Keep your wits about you, Watson. We are inching closer to the heart of this mystery, however dark it may be. Hell's bells!
I told you to stay away, Doctor.
That he did, Holmes.
I rule these parts. No hiding from me here.
No case goes cold on my watch!
Settle down, boys. Our friends are as good as gone.
This is it, Watson. Our moment of truth.
Am I driving the boat?
Holmes, do you believe the sheriff? That we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson. This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of death. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Steady on, Watson.
Look, Holmes. Fireflies.
There's a cross on that one, that tree.
A fisherman's hut. Not what we're looking for.
Facing us this way again. This could be a little circle back to a fisherman's hut.
How are you faring, Watson? Are you tired?
Not yet. But I've more than had it with these damn mosquitoes.
Whoa.
What was that, Holmes?
Whatever, or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves. Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
Follow the lights.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
A shadow. Nothing more.
If you told me when I binned your paper that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana Bayou,
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
This is a long boat trip.
The air is getting thicker, almost suffocating.
The stench of death. All too familiar now. Reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
I like it.
Careful of the gators,
Oh,
Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
oh. Right.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
This way.
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a...
Watson, stay calm, but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
Oh.
That's vicious.
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
Oh, going overboard. Probably goes the same way.
That pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness. This place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
Size 9, Watson.
Ashmak dragged Arneson here. Ugh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it, focus on our
A fiery
task, so we may
gathering of
soon leave all
passions
this
and
behind.
A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep.
I should be glad we're out of the water.
Thankfully, it's not Arneson.
But I'm not.
Why would you be investigating this on your own? Right. But obviously the sheriff's not going to help you, but...
This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead.
Imagine...
The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson. The victim's left hand clawed at the soil. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers. Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body. The tracks lead behind the stone slab. Only this indentation was spared from blood.
It's not complete.
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. A worn blade, but clean and without blood. Bowls filled with blood. The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread. The prisoner's clothes tossed aside. A simple rope.
A simple rope.
The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time. The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. This is how those poor people were crucified.
Vegetables.
Days old and rotten. Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment.
Almost everything's done. Oh. Yeah, that one. Sacrificed here? Well, that's kind of similar. Why is there only 2 selections? I'll go with that one. We know it's our lesson. Okay, we know it's Arneson, don't we? And the indentation, that's one. Where's the other one?
That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. The captive was dragged through hell.
Right, I think that'll do.
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
If only the sheriff was kind and cooperative, our search for Arneson would be far simpler.
Heavy and covered in blood.
Doesn't look like it was the shape.